Welcome everybody, this is Mike with Gaming Hobbyist. I need to improve my deck some more, so I'm going to open all 40 packs. Let's get started. Now, previously I'd been reading all the cards, but I'm going to do all 40, so I'm going to just take a look at the top three primarily. We've got Ember Hauler and Bloodthirsty Aerialist, and the rare Drakusith Maw of Flames. Legendary creature dragon, flying. Whenever Maw of Flames attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets. Wow, that's pretty nice. Hard to get him out on the battlefield though. Next one. We've got Tomebound Lich, Gauntlets of Light, and the rare Shared Summons. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Alright. Noxious Grasp, Hardcover, and the rare Thunderkin Awakener. 1/2 haste. Whenever Thunderkin Awakener attacks, choose target elemental creature card in your graveyard with toughness less than Thunderkin Awakener's toughness. Return that card to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Alright. Next one. We've got a wild card, uncommon wild card, and Corpse Knight. And the rare, Thunderkin Awakener again. Alright, I'll have to see if I can use this. Next one. We just got a rare wild card. We've got Chandra Novice Pyromancer, Yarok's Fenlurker, looks like I was on mute for a little while, so we might have missed some stuff. Let's go to the next set, next pack. We have Gruesome Scourger, Master Splicer, and the rare Flood of Tears. Sorcery, return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Alright. Okay. We've got Blood for Bones, Salvager of Ruin, and the rare Shared Summons. I think I read that earlier. Okay, next. We have Renowned Weaponsmith, Creeping Trailblazer, and the rare, oh, Mythic Wildcard. Cool. Couple wild cards here, common and uncommon. We've got Noxious Grasp, and then Legion's End. Sorcery. Exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 2 or less and all other creatures that player controls with the same name as that creature. Then that player reveals their hand and exiles all cards with that name from their hand and graveyard. Alright. Cool, we got the Mythic Wild card. 6 more for our rare. We've got Ogre Siegebreaker, Scuttlemutt, and the rare Chandra, Awakened Inferno. This spell can't be countered. Oh, this is a mythic, which is nice. +2, each opponent gets an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, this emblem deals 1 damage to you. Spend 3 tokens and you get Chandra, Awakened Inferno, deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. And then take away X, Chandra deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Next one. We've got Risen Reef. People are using this all the time now. This is a very popular card. I just played a match where they ran out of drawing cards and died because they couldn't draw any more cards. It was kind of funny. Blood-Soaked Altar. And then the rare, Brought Back. Instant. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped. Okay. Too bad it has to happen the same turn. Otherwise that could be a good card. We've got Colossus Hammer, Vampire of the Dire Moon, an Icon of Ancestry. Artifact. As Icon of Ancestry enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card of the chosen type from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright, interesting. Next. Pattern Matcher and Scholar of the Ages. The rare Lotus Field. It's a land, it's hexproof. Lotus Field enters the battlefield tapped. When Lotus Field enters the battlefield, sacrifice 2 lands. Oh. Add 3 mana of any color. Okay. Not bad. Alright, we've got... I like that artwork. That's pretty cool. We've got a uncommon wild card. We've got Thrashing Brontodon. I'm going to add that to my green deck. This will be my second one. And then we've got Rotting Regisaur. Holy cow. 3 casting cost, 7/6. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. That could be interesting. Alright. Uncommon wild card. Tomebound Lich. And the rare Tail's End. Counter target activated ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell. Target activated ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell. Alright, so it doesn't counter the majority of things being cast. So I don't like it. Next. Rare, nice. We've got Herald of the Sun, Retributive Wand, and the rare is Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. Legendary artifact creature. When Golos, Tireless Pilgrim, enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Spend every mana. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. Ah, cool. If you can manage a 5-color deck, this would be nice. We've got Captivating Gyri? Gyri? Who knows? We've got Air Elemental. And then the rare is Adamsis, All-Seeing. Legendary creature, Sphinx. He's flying. Spend 3 and tap. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Whenever the All-Seeing deals damage to an opponent, you may reveal your hand. If cards with at least 6 different converted mana costs are revealed this way, that player loses the game. If cards with at least 6 different converted mana costs are revealed. Alright. Okay. Not a fan. Another Thrashing Brontodon. Cool. I can use up to 4. That's my 3rd one. Eternal Isolation. And then Loxodon Life Chanter. He's a creature, Elephant Cleric. 4/6 for 6 casting. When Loxodon enters the battlefield, you may have your life total become the total toughness of creatures you control. Spend 6. Loxodon gets +X till end of turn, where X is your life total. Wow. That's cool. Throw a trample enchant on top of that, and that would be pretty neat. Alright. Here's this wand that I can't properly pronounce. Dragon Mage. I don't think I've seen this one. Whenever Dragon Mage deals combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Interesting. Alright. The rare Elvish Reclaimer. Elvish Reclaimer gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more land cards in your graveyard. Spend 2 and tap. Sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Interesting. Alright. Next. The Spectral Sailor. Veil of Summer. And the rare Sephara, Sky's Blade. 7/7 for 7 casting costs. Legendary creature, Angel. You may pay white and tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than paying this spell's mana cost. Okay. It's got flying and lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying have indestructible. Alright. So this is a potential game winner if you can get it out. So if you've got 4 creatures, you're already winning the game. Alright, we've got Goblin Ringleader. The rare
All strive for a peaceful
Ajani, Strength of the Pride. It's a mythic legendary planeswalker. +1, you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. It's a nice life gainer. -2, you create a 2/2 white cat soldier creature token named Ajani's Pride Mate. With whenever you gain a life, put a +1/+1 counter on Pride Mate. If you have at least 15 life more than your starting total life, exile Ajani's Strength of the Pride and each artifact and creature your opponent controls. Alright. That could be useful. This is a good card. I like it. I'm not currently... I don't have any white decks right now, though. Yeah. We've got Diviner's Lockbox, Howling Giant, and a Mythic Rare Wild Card. Cool. Next one. We've got Pattern Matcher, Scholar of the Ages, and the rare Drakusith Maw of Flames. We had this one earlier. Spectral Sailor, Veil of Summer. I think I've seen 3 of these. The rare Planar Cleansing. Destroy all non-land permanents. Alright. Costs too much. Okay, we got a couple uncommon wild cards. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. The rare...
Don't start any fires without me.
...is Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. Put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker you control, or create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Subtract 2. You may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. Oh, that's nice. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Very nice. We've got Noxious Grasp, Hardcover, and the rare Embodiment of Agonies. 0/0 Flying Death Touch. Embodiment of Agonies enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana cost among non-land cards in your graveyard. Okay. Cool. Could be good. We have Unchained Berserker. Oh, another Thrashing Brontodon. That's my 4th one now. Cool. And then Legion's End. We got this one a little bit earlier. Next pack. Cool, we got the rare wild card. Flame Sweep. Lightning Stormkin. And then Icon of Ancestry. I think we got this one earlier also. Yeah, we got this one. Oh, now I don't want these anymore. Alright. Dungeon Geist. Flying. When Dungeon Geist enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control Dungeon Geist. I think I got one of those in an earlier video. We have Warden of Evos Isle, Chandra's Spirit Fire, and a rare wild card. Okay, we've got Corpse Knight, Portal of Sanctuary, and the rare Temple of Triumph. Temple of Triumph enters the battlefield tapped. When Temple of Triumph enters the battlefield, scry 1. Add red or white mana. Next pack. Sky Knight Vanguard, Devout Decree, and the rare is Repeated Reverberation. When you next cast an instant spell, cast a sorcery spell, or activate a loyalty ability this turn, copy that spell or ability twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. Next one. We've got Manifold Key, Renowned Weaponsmith, and the rare Night Pack Ambusher. He's a 4/4 for 4 casting cost. Flash, other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't cast a spell this turn, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Next pack. Another Warden of Evosile. We just got a rare, whatchamacallit? Another Chandra Spitfire. And oh, this dude. Omnath Locus of the Royal. Green, blue, and red to cast. When Omnath enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental you control. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. And this is a mythic. Cool. Next pack. Okay, we've got a wild card, uncommon wild card. We've got Meteor Golem. And the rare is Embodiment of Agonies. I got this one like 10 packs ago. Next. We have Gauntlets of Light, Tombbound Lich, and then Brought Back. We got this a little bit earlier. Another Risen Reef. Cool. One day I'm gonna start using this guy. Everybody else is, why not me? We've got Blood-Soaked Altar, and the rare Glint Horn Buccaneer. 3 to cast, he's 2/4, haste. Whenever you discard a card, Glint Horn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright. Spend 2, discard a card, draw a card, activate this ability only if Glint Horn Buccaneer is attacking. I don't think I'll ever use this card. It sucks in so many ways. We've got a Chandra Novice Pyromancer, Yarok's Fen Lurker, and the rare Knight of the Ebon Legion. Cool. I think this is such an awesome card. I spent 3 of my rare wild cards to buy it, and then left one open in case I opened a pack, and here it is. So cool. This is my 4th one. Let's do this thing. We've got Ironroot Warlord, Brineborn Cutthroat, and the rare
Many have challenged me over the ages. None have prevailed.
Mu Yanling Sky Dancer, Legendary Planeswalker. +2. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gets -2/-0 and loses flying. -3. Create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying. And then -8. You get an emblem with islands you control have a holy cow. Tap and draw a card. That's insane. Alright, I want this mythic rare, so I'm going to jump over to the store. Yeah, get packs. Buy one more pack. Back to my packs. And let's get that mythic rare. Wild card. And we got an uncommon rare. We got Dragon Mage. And then the rare, Leyline of Sanctity. It is an enchantment, 4 to cast. If Leyline of Sanctity is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Alright, and then you have Hexproof is its ability. Alright, well, 40 packs. Hopefully I can make some, maybe even some new decks. I opened, I don't know, like probably already at least 40 packs from, you know, previous couple videos that I've done. So, thank you for joining me. This is Mike with Gaming Hobbyist.